Hello everyone, I'm Kevin from 男一舍捲捲群. We're excited to show the path ahead Portage Bay with you today. Before we delve into the main topic, let's first explore some background information about ESG. With the trend of ESG sweeping the world, sustainable investing is a growing form of investing that offers to meet the desire of investors to shift capital towards sustainable social and environment outcomes. And Portage Bay, aiming to extend the capability of small asset managers to achieve an improvement of their investment returns, was founded. For the first client who wants to know whether to include Amazons in their investment portfolios, our answer is yes. First, we determined Amazon's potentially rivals. We poured over ETFs in the US market. Interestingly, we noticed that the most common ones are mostly composed of mega tech companies. Therefore, we want to identify Amazon's main competitors by comparing the holdings of different stocks. After selecting the most popular 4 ETFs, we found a striking resemblance in the ETF's holdings. Among the 4 ETFs, although Amazon is slightly behind Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft, it still holds a notable position with its share of holdings. As a result, we have come to a conclusion that Amazon can basically be included in the portfolio. However, we aim to explore additional arguments to support Amazon's eligibility of inclusion in ETFs. So, we compared Amazon's carbon intensity to those of other 3 firms to contrast their progress. The reason carbon intensity can be a basic metric is because it highlights efficiency in terms of environmental impact versus financial performance. Through these tables, we can observe that Amazon's carbon intensity has been steadily improving, ranking just behind Apple. Therefore, we believe Amazon's efforts are yielding tangible results. However, the tech sector often scores well due to reasons such as high environmental commitments and influence on green technology, and also different percentages of ESG ratings, as the above figure shows. And it is reported that there is negligence in social and government ratings. Therefore, in the third part, we investigated if there exists any ESG-related reputational risk holding Amazon stock in the portfolio. In the chart below, we can observe that Amazon's MSCI scores remain steady, although its performance is average, same as Sustainalytics shows. So, we further investigated why Amazon's performance is at this level. By the table, we can observe that Amazon involved in controversies of labor relations as the social aspect is red, which means that it was involved in one or more recent severe structural controversies, and governance aspect in yellow, which means it is involved in severe to moderate level of controversies, which is not the main issue. So, as we focus on the social aspect, we discovered that most of the incidents happened in the US in 2023. As a result, we try to dig into the improvement the company has made to ensure the safety, health, and relationship with its employees. After we delved into their working environment, we discovered that the company's injury rate has fallen, which is shown in the chart. We attribute this to the following factors: improving workplace safety, addressing mental health, and improved connections. So, the conclusion. While Amazon faces challenges in the social and governance aspects of ESG, the company has demonstrated a commitment to improvement. Initiatives to enhance workplace safety, labor relations, and transparency, such as Amazon, is on the path toward higher ESG scores in the future. These efforts positions Amazon as a viable inclusion in ESG-focused portfolios alongside its megatech companies.
The clients are interested in the relationship between gender equality and stock performance, particularly in the context of Goldman Sachs and whether it should be included in the gender-focused ETF. So let's dig into it. First, let's address the correlation between gender equality and stock risk. Research indicates that companies with women on their boards generally have lower risks compared to male-only boards. Researchers explain that it is because women tend to be more detail-oriented and less prone to overconfidence. which often leads to risky and poorly thought out decisions. As a result, male-only boards are more likely to take actions that harm company performance. However, the relationship between the number of women on the board and stock risk isn't linear. It follows a U-shaped curve, where risk decreases until women occupied about 30.73% of board seats. Beyond that point, risk can actually increase. When it comes to stock price performance, long-term studies show that indices tracking gender equality perform similarly to broader market indices. While some research suggests that stock prices may temporarily dip when a company announces the appointment of a female board member, potentially due to bias, long-term performance remains unaffected. Considering that ETF investors are typically long-term, risk-averse individuals, the benefits of having women in management positions far outweigh the drawbacks. Therefore, we can conclude that the gender ratio in management is correlated with whether a stock should be included in an ETF. Now, let's evaluate Goldman Sachs' efforts on gender equality. Well, the firm has launched notable initiatives such as the 10,000 Women Program in 2008 and the 1 Million Black Women Program in 2021, with over 10 billion in planned investments. These initiatives focus externally and don't address internal gender equity. Currently, women make up only 33% of Goldman Sachs' board, significantly below the optimal 40.73% and lagging behind other financial institutions. Furthermore, recent controversies, lawsuits, and fines related to gender issues pose potential risks to the firm's performance and stock value. This year, out of 95 newly recruited partners, only 26 were women, indicating that Goldman Sachs still has significant progress to make in achieving internal gender equality. Considering these factors, we recommend not including Goldman Sachs in these gender-focused ETF.
Now, we want to discuss how to add value to the clients. We want to maximize the value of impact investors since they're the main buyers of the ETFs, and we came up with a solution which is expand portage-based business. If there are more and more participants in the ESG investing market, the price of related ETFs will skyrocket and the companies can utilize the cash flows to pay more efforts to improve its ESG policies, which aligns with our goal. And we believe Portage Bay definitely has the potential to break into a younger market and an international market. After using Portage Bay's AI service, Podoker, we conduct a SWOT analysis to compare it with its competitors. Large language model offers interactive user experience, and after testing, we found out its AI can generate contents in multiple languages, including Chinese, so its fixed cost of international expansion might be lower than its rival. However, Arabisk and HIP, which are its major competitors, offer financial services such as portfolio suggestion, and Portage Bay is less famous in corporates and institutions' eyesights. But there's chances that the company can take advantage of. First, global ESG investing market has grown significantly, and second, younger generations pay more attention to ESG-related issues. With its own advantage, we suggest Portage Bay enter international market and younger market. A research indicates that younger investors have a stronger tendency to invest in ESG ETFs. Thus, Generation Z to Generation X are the target audiences, and the groups account for a third of the US stock market. Additionally, people around their 50s are the group who puts most assets in the stock market. Therefore, we came to a conclusion that Portage Bay should focus on Generation Z investors to Generation X investors. We divided our target audiences into students and workers and applied different strategies to each group. Since young investors access the information from social media and people around them, we want to promote Portage Bay by holding physical activities and increasing visibility on social media. By doing so, we can foster long-term investor relationships. On the other hand, workers obtain ESG information from finance platforms, so we want to increase advertisements and collaborations with these platforms to create subscription plans to reduce the barriers of ESG investing. By doing so, we can generate more immediate cash flow. As for international expansion, we suggest the company to focus on East Asian markets. Asia and Pacific region has the highest compound annual growth rate in ESG investing, and the data provided by United Nations manifest East Asian countries such as China, Taiwan, and Japan invest in ESG ETFs the most. In addition, East Asian countries also has the highest water and energy consumptions as well as carbon emissions. Therefore, Portage Bay should expand its East Asian business. However, ESG investing remains challenging in Asia due to barriers such as the lack of uniform metrics. So Portage Bay should cater to the needs of Asian investors and create functions such as verification and standardization to eliminate falsified information, and personalized dashboard to save investors' time as well as financial consulting services to make investing in ESG easier.
Portage Bay currently faces three challenges. First, lack of visual appeal in its outputs. Second, the absence of established industry benchmarks. Third, growing competition from competitors like HIP. And our goal is to enhance customers' value. So we design three strategies. First, enhance visualization features. Second, establish industry standards. Third, provide smart investment advice. Portage Bay's core platform, Sustainability Copilot, stands out due to its ability to, first, precisely identify sustainability factors. Second, reduce ESG-related operational costs. Third, ensure compliance with global ESG standards. We've benchmarked this against JP Morgan's IndexGPT, and we know that AI tools can improve data processing efficiency and accuracy. Also, customer-focused large language model technology can create new revenue streams and enhance client retention. Next is our SWOT analysis. Our strength is a growing market demand for ESG and the mature AI technology, but our weakness is dependence on external partnership for development. Our opportunity is attracting new markets and the rising adoption of AI technology, but our threat is regulatory and compliance complexity in ESG reporting. It is our implementation and action plans. First, we will define goals and strategies, and do market analysis and risk assessments. Next, we will build functional prototypes and do technical testing and end-to-end validation. Last, we will provide a fully deployed platform available to all users. Also, we will provide onboarding completion reports and ongoing feedback mechanisms. And that is all our presentation. Thank you for listening.